Hey guys, Jonah here, back with Supermarket Sunday once again. I know, it's been a while, but I'm back. I went to Marks and Spencer's, which I do sometimes when I've got a pocket full of cash. I found this bad boy. It is Cornish Red Ale, Marks and Spencer's via St Austell Brewery. That's a proper job, that is. You know what I'm saying. Found this little beauty. It's in a 500ml bottle, which is good. 4.9%, so basically 5%. But the seal of why I bought this beer is the cap of death. Last time they did these caps, and I'm quite patriotic, and I love these kind of caps. I think it's a fantastic idea. The marketing person who came up with this for their beers, brilliant idea. The only downside is it's yeah, as I say, it's a 500 bottle. It should be a 568 if you're going to put that cap on, don't you think? Instead of a European cap. Well, give it a couple of years and we'll be able to buy beers in pint bottles once again. We'll give the old 2 fingers to Europe, because as we all know, we're showing off that we've still got our fingers, so we can still shoot with our longbows, those Europeans. Guys, have a look at this bottle to start with. I think the label is classic. I think it's quite good. St Austell, Red Ale, Red Sails. Obviously down in Cornwall they've got their maritime heritage, and that's a clipper, I believe, clipper ship, which is really cool. A little bit of a description on the back saying, this ale has been uniquely brewed using locally grown gold malt, Cornish gold malt indeed. Whatever that means, never heard of that before. Traditionally malted using special kilning processes to give a deep bronze colour and intense flavour. Doesn't name the hops in here. I've never tried this beer before, but I suspect I know what they might be. But we'll see. Whoa! Look at that, smoking! Oh. I'm now pretty certain I know what hops they've used, or at least one of the hops. Let's get this beer into a pint pot. Wow, that carbonation is something fierce. Better back off a little bit on the carbonation for the pour. Yeah, this one, I know this is going to have some big head going on. Will I get it all in the glass? I doubt I will. And this is a non-nucleated glass. Well, I'm going to kill it there, because look at that. Look at that head, man. Of late, I've been going. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4 finger head, I reckon. And it's all because of what's going on there. Look at that absolute snowstorm going on. Very, very clear product. You can see me through. Look at that colour. Absolutely fantastic. I'll hold up a little bit of a paper. You can see, look at that colour. Fantastic. I think perhaps there's a touch of other malt in there too. I'm not convinced that it's 100%, what do they call it, Cornish gold? I suspect there might be some other malts in there doing a bit of their job. But yeah, giving that colour. Absolutely fantastic colour. Now, let's go and get some aroma. I smelt it from the bottle, and I suspect there is going to be some Goldings, I think, and possibly some Amarillo in there. Because I'm getting that spiciness, but I'm also getting that kind of orangey, yeah, that orangey kind of thing that you get from Amarillo. It could be Goldings all the way, because Goldings does have a touch of that kind of orangey thing. But I suspect it's kind of quite traditional, because they're doing it for Marks and Spencer's and not for themselves. So this is nothing like any of the other beers that they have on their range. Although they do like to use some traditional hops. The main hops really are American, like a lot of other breweries are. The special thing about St Austell is they say along with the Cornish Gold malt, is they have a very unique water profile down there, which, yeah, gives a very unique product that you're not going to get anywhere else unless you mess around with the water and all that kind of stuff. And why would you do that if you've got nice clean water? Not everywhere is like Burton. Not everywhere is like London, you know. So use your own water, but make sure it's pure and it's not got loads of chemicals in from, you know, from your local water company, if you can, of course. Huge amounts of carbonation to start with. Oh, started off reasonably bitter, and now it's gone quite, yeah, it's gone quite watery, which is interesting. I thought it was going to have a really malty backbone. Little bit of residual sweetness from the malts, which is, in my book, always quite good. Yeah, a bit of spice going on in there. But you're definitely getting, yeah, you've got that spice, but there's something behind it as well. A little bit of grassy notes, a little bit of floral kind of thing. So it's definitely got different kinds of hops in there. I wouldn't be surprised if it had. I'd say I'm probably going more for the Goldings now than the Amarillo. Although they might have put some late addition in to get that nice kind of aroma. Yeah, I suspect maybe they're going down the Goldings route, and they do use Goldings. They do use a lot of pearl as well, pearl hop, but I think that's tending to be for the kind of the bitterness side of things. %. It's not going to get you into too much trouble. Little bit of kind of, maybe not enough bitterness. Is it a dishwater beer? No, it isn't. Which is a shame, because I really thought this was going to be good. I don't think I could drink too many of these in a session. And at 5%, you know, you're not going to have more than about sort of 3 or 4 of these, I don't think. The balance is off, I think, a tiny bit. You know, things like big job, proper job. Yeah, they're the kind of things that this brewery was made on. For me, I don't know, maybe they were told to brew at a certain budget point or something like that. But the moulding between the bitterness and the sweetness of the malt profile, tiny little bit disjointed for me. Because you can still taste that sweetness, but in the back of your palate you're getting that bitterness kind of watering through, if you like, or washing your kind of palate a little bit, while the sweetness is still on your lips. It's not one of those that's kind of super smooth and nicely balanced. There's a tiny little bit off, I think. But that said, they are doing offers on these. I believe it is 4 for £6, I think it is at the moment. So £1.50 each for the bottle. I'd prefer it if it was nearer to £1, but hey, you can't have anything. You can't have anything, you can't have everything. I mean, you can have one of these. There's been a Cornish Red Ale. Would I buy it again? I wouldn't rush out to buy this one again. There are some other ones in the series that I would say are much better than this particular one. But yeah, if you like this style, if you want to try to see what Cornish water does to a beer, definitely get yourself down to Marks and Spencer's and try this one. Been Unclejona, the nights are kind of drawing in a little bit in September. It's a bit cold, it's a bit rainy, it's hurricane season all over the place. Why not stick it in at your home, go down to the supermarket, pick up a few tins or bottles on the way home, have a few beers, don't go outside. It's too blooming freezing out there. Guys, cheers and beers, we'll see you real soon for more Supermarket Sundays. And definitely more beer reviews are in the pipeline. Until then, been Unclejona, cheers and beers guys, and we'll see you real soon. Oh.